Yeah, you're correct. I mean, we launched last year. I think the feeling was that although the location was a good location, it was about 3 hours drive from any major city, and so this year we've been looking for a new location. I think we've secured a new site for the festival. We've not yet announced where that's going to be or what the date's going to be, but we're optimistic the show's going to happen again this year. I think it will happen obviously towards the end of the summer, maybe even into September. So that's all I can tell you right now.
In September, where on the seaside or in Bucharest, in the capital?
It won't be at the seaside again, no.
Yeah, because it's amazing. On the summer, you know, on the seaside, is happening a lot of big parties. You know, a festival. We have 2 festivals there, and I'm curious because also the promoter, one of the main promoter on the market, called me and say, "Paul, who is organizing Creamfields?" Well, someone say, "I don't know." It's why I'm questioning you about the strategy to work with the local promoter, very famous actually in Romania.
I could probably say with a certain amount of certainty that he had the opportunity to do Creamfields, decided not to, and when someone else decided to do it, now maybe he's now shown some interest. The thing is with festivals, or certainly with my festival, these, the size and the scale of these things, I mean, they tend, I think, to take at least 3 years before they establish themselves, and also 3 years before we can make a real decision about whether they're going to continue for 10 years or 15 years or wherever. Like I said, I think right now, we thought last year's festival was in a good location, although we had to fly people there on private planes and helicopters. It was really a difficult show for the talent to get access to. It was on the beach. I didn't go to the show myself, but people from my company went. And I think we all made a decision with the local promoter that actually we probably needed to find a festival site which was a little bit more convenient and a little bit more easier and, I suppose, in terms of timescale, quicker to get to than what last year's festival had.
Cool. Yeah, I think we've got time for one more question from the guy at the front.
Hi, I'm Darryl from Dance for Life. You're all brands in your own rights. You're corporations, so to speak, on that basis. Just interested to know what your view, take, or strategy is on corporate social responsibility within your industry.
That's a tough one to end on, but a good question.
I think it's the first time anyone's called Wall of Sound a corporation. I'm quite happy about it. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not sure. It's a bit unnerving.
Danny, corporate responsibility. Pasha.
Well, yeah, I think we have to be responsible. You know, I think we're in a world of entertainment, and our sense of responsibility. I suppose, we've got to look after 3,000-4,000 people every night. We've got to make sure that they come in with a smile on the face, and they ideally leave with a smile on the face and not crawling along the pavement. We need to know that if something happens in the club or at any of our events, that people are taken care of in the right way. And nobody's getting abused in any way, or, through security issues and all the rest of it. So, yeah, we'd like to think we're responsible, but outside of that, the owner, Ricardo, planted 1,000 palm trees in Ibiza 2 years ago with his environmental year, and, every year he does something down them lines. So our responsibility really is to our clients and to the local residents.
That was actually the question about corporate social responsibility.
Yeah.
Supporting local initiatives.
Yeah, well, we do. We sponsor the local football team or basketball team or netball teams or whatever, and, we do get involved locally, and it's actually easier to do that on Ibiza because it's such a small island, and we are the 5 big clubs. So if somebody sets up a new netball team, invariably they knock on Marty's door, our door, really? And they want some kind of funding and sponsorship, and Amnesia do that, and we do it, and I think, a lot of the other guys do as well. So, yeah.
Marty, do you want to answer that from Amnesia's point of view as well?
Well, the football team of Ibiza is, the T-shirt says really big, Amnesia Ibiza, and that's what we have. And we also do other things, but they are more smaller.
Yeah. Are you talking about outreach stuff? Is that what you're thinking? Are you talking about outreach stuff?
I'm talking about just supporting various charities or giving something back to the community that you serve.
Well, I mean, this is something which I think, I mean, I wouldn't say we played a big role, but certainly felt that I said earlier on that we have always tried to side with the customer instead of sort of the other side. So, I mean, obviously, nightclubs and music festivals are very heavily regulated in terms of licenses and health and safety. So, again, as an organisation, we've always tried to progress that and sort of progress it mainly from the customer's point of view instead of the authority's point of view. And then in terms of sort of supporting local charities, I mean, we believe that charity begins at home, so we support a lot of local stuff in and around Liverpool. We tend to provide money and experience to anything which is music related. So we have a performing arts school in Liverpool. We have a so-called Cream Fund there, which supports local people, or certainly people from the Liverpool area who were in that college who want to further their careers in any aspects of music. And yeah, I mean, we would like to do more, but we're busy running a business as well. So you know, it's tough to spend too much time doing that.
Okay, I think I have to wrap up there, and I'm going to check a question out. I've been told it's got to be a yes or no answer. So I think the one that got the most, got people going, I suppose, the most was, I might say the question is, are these dance brands on this platform doing enough to bring new talent through? And that's a yes or a no. And I'm excluding Radio 1 for that. And I think the answer is 1 for yes, they are doing enough to bring through new talent, or 2, they are not doing enough to bring through new talent.
That's not fair.
I know it's not hugely fair, but I couldn't think of another yes or no question that came out of that.
Thanks.
Oh dear.
Well, that's a resounding no, then.
You can leave your CDs at the front here. I'll guarantee you will listen to every single one of them tonight before we leave.
And Tom, I believe our Beatport general public are voting on this as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, but we need a bit more time.
A little bit more time. Okay, well, maybe it's an opportunity for me to say that Radio 1 have just signed 2 new DJs on our In New DJs We Trust slot. And they are called Alex Metric, who you may well have heard, and I'm very, very excited to announce that we've signed Toddler T as well. So Radio 1 are bringing through new talent. So there you go. And Tom, do we have the Beatport vote entries in?
Beatport say no.
No. There you go. Thank you all very much. And thank my esteemed colleagues on the panel. Thank you.